Hello, Heather. This will be some mostly week 7 milestone 2 feedback, video feedback for you. I've also made notes in the written rubric too. Heather, this is I didn't fully appreciate this double scrolling, and I like the way that as you scroll down on the right, off screen here, the navigation and the logo then becomes sort of affixed to the top of the screen, and it allows this scrolling. Here I'm on your menu page. Hey, while I'm here, by the way, this looks like an actual restaurant, and you've successfully embedded a PDF, so that's really great. And I can maneuver around the PDF using that internal slider. But you might want to give credit to the restaurant if this is something that you scanned, perhaps. Or is this something that you actually designed? Did this come out of the publication design class? Anyway, no matter. It was clever and it's successful embedding of a PDF. Your homepage, this persistent image of chopsticks, I see that you've used them as a motif. Watch your padding. See how close the text comes to these picture boxes. If this is a container, you might want to add some padding so that the type doesn't butt up. Now, just not to dwell on this, but I think where you perhaps could use the most encouragement is in your typography. And I note that you are aware of wanting to get your navigation bar smaller to type it. When I zoom in, let's see if I can do that. It becomes, well, past a certain point, of course, it starts to reduce, but it scales a little oddly. And the other thing, too, is that I wouldn't center type over things that are flush left, rag right. So maybe perhaps make all of your heads flush left, rag right. Have them flush left with the text. Of course, some padding would be nice. That would look better. Trying to center, say, a head over a mishmash of images and type, it's going to look awkward, so you probably want to clean it up. I like your choice of images. Still probably want to see more food, although the menu has certainly a lot of that. Typographic hierarchy is what do you want the viewer to see first, and when you make the navigation as large as the heads, there's a little bit of competition and visual confusion there. Hope you can see that. But hey, you've got all the ingredients. It's just going to take a little bit of refinement. And good going also on having a transparent logo. See how nicely that sits on top of a photograph or a solid. Even like a suture between the image and the background. It looks great. So good going on that. Consider SVG file format. All of your child pages seem to have some content, and I appreciate the effort it took to get, like I said, the menu embedded. The About page looks like the home page. There's no shame in having fewer links. If you can put the About information on the home page and dispense with a link, that's fine. And I see that you have contact information and with a map. Then you have a footer too. Good going on. That wasn't necessary, but it is really a necessary part of the page, but not according to the rubric here. And you have a sitemap on that page, which is, your navigation, which is what was your navigation. So good job on that. And here are the 5 pages of your site. Visually very consistent. You've used the corporate palette of this sort of rusty red, orangey red, I guess, and the persistent chop marks photograph, chopsticks photograph is, adds a nice consistency to it. It takes a little bit of time to get used to how this scrolls, but I think in the end I like it. It's a unique feature that you can be proud of. So Heather, don't hesitate to reach out in the next week if there's anything I can do to help you towards the end of the semester. Good job.